We begin our story at a children's birthday party where we see a cowboy actor lassoing around his head because for some reason that entertains children. Now, during this birthday party, there's reports on the television that China and America are at their wits' end and on the verge of a nuclear war. Not caring anything about this nuclear war, the party must go on and people must have their cake. As the party begins to wind down, the cowboy's daughter asks them, why didn't they want to pose for the photo? In particular, there's a certain pose that looks like a certain Vault Boy where he sticks his thumb up. And he explained to them that he was a Marine, and the Marines know that you put your thumbs up in order to signify about the cloud side of a nuclear bomb. Now, as everyone is talking and enjoying cake, you can see in the distance a nuclear bomb has just went off. Immediately, the daughter puts their thumb up in the air and can see that this nuclear bomb is a little bit bigger than they can actually handle. Literally, the cowboy is having a staring contest with this nuclear bomb and realizes that they gotta get the hell up out of here. A whole bunch of people start running into the vault and they're literally fighting each other. They don't know that you're not getting inside this vault. You don't have clearance. Now, what we don't know is that Vault-Tec sold a bunch of vaults over to this family in order to do different things, but we'll probably get that over into the future.
Why, we're about you, ma'am, and helping secure your future. You see, Vault-Tec is the foremost builder of state-of-the-art underground fallout shelters.
And speaking of which, we're no longer in 2077. We've moved 200 years into the future and we meet our hero of the story, Lucy. Lucy is a citizen of Vault 33. From what we can tell, she's athletic, she's smart, she has marksmanship, and she's ready to get married. Now, I'm thinking off the top of my head that anyone that's been in this vault has probably been procreating within the vault. So there's a lot of people that know each other very well. But actually, it's a custom that between Vault 32 and Vault 31 that they exchange different people in order to get married with each other. So Lucy decides that she wants to be a candidate for this and she wants to meet someone over from Vault 32. Lucy is selected for the wedding ceremony and they get to meet the denizens of Vault 32. Now, during this, the Vault 32 folks are acting kind of strange. They're a little aggressive over at their wedding reception, eating off each other's food and interrupting each other, but Vault 33, being happy-go-lucky, don't seem to notice anything that's going on. Which is kind of weird, because, you know, everyone in Vault 33 is super happy, and they've been doing this exchange program for God-forsaken how long. You would think that they would notice that they didn't recognize anyone, but it's all good. That's how plot works, right? So about 30 seconds after the wedding reception, Lucy is ready for snoo, and Norm, her brother, decides to wander into Vault 32 because he seems to be the only person that realizes that these people are not normal and pretty aggressive. Turn to find out that Vault 32 has been destroyed by raiders. You can see marks of skeletons, you can see their crops have died off, and apparently he's the only one with common sense to actually investigate the situation. So, not too long into the future, we jump cut and we see that Lucy is fighting this raider person that she literally just had snoo with. Through the power of plot armor, Lucy takes a stab wound to the abdomen, but is able to fight off the raider and heal herself using a stim pack. Even after being stabbed, Lucy decides to run out and defend Vault 33 alongside with her father. I don't know how this is happening, maybe it's jet or maybe it's other drugs, but the raider that just had snoo is still alive. Fortunately, her father Hank knows his only weakness, which is pickles, so he decides to drown him in pickles, thus ending this raider's life. As they continue on, Hank realizes he's down to an ultimatum. Either he decides to save the remaining people over in Vault 33 or protect his daughter. Saying that he loves his daughter and his daughter's his world, Hank decides to save his daughter by locking her up in the vault, preventing her from getting caught in the explosion. Hank is then captured by the raiders before the bomb explodes and sent off into the abyss. Thankfully, the surviving Vault 33 dwellers are unharmed, but we ask at what cost? Shortly after the events, Lucy decides that she needs to find her father, but the other vault dwellers are not on board, as last time they opened up the vault, they opened themselves up to raiders. And you know, honestly, after going through that, I probably want to open it up either, especially I've been in that enclosed environment. I don't know what's going outside in the vault. I just want to keep everything inside the vault and stay safe. So with the help of her brother and her cousin, she manages to leave the vault, leaving everyone else behind because quite frankly, they don't want to do anything because they want to control the vault. Now we enter Max, and what better way to meet Max is watching him get jumped over here by the other squires in the Brotherhood of Steel. Now, if you don't know about the Brotherhood of Steel, I'm just going to give you a quick synopsis about them. The Brotherhood of Steel are people that survived over in a military base using the technology that was on board there. And throughout the times, they figured out that they need to have everyone live in an honorful, respectful manner using technology up to a point. And of course, we could not have a Fallout episode with an epic montage of watching people walk around in T-60 armor. Now, Max has always dreamed of being a knight in the Brotherhood of Steel, either because he liked the mech suits or he probably liked the power that was involved with that. However, he constantly gets bullied by fellow trainees, and the final nail in the coffin was probably watching his best friend get promoted from squire to knight, and he's still holding that title of being a squire. But fortunately for him, or maybe unfortunately for him, Dane was hospitalized due to a horrific event. Max begins to get interrogated by the Brotherhood of Steel because he's automatically accused against plotting against him, asking him did he want to hurt him at any point in order to become a knight. Well, after the interview, they decide to go ahead and promote him to be a squire and go ahead and give him that branded tattoo of Brotherhood of Steel. They make him a squire for a night and he's stuck carrying a whole bunch of luggage because he can handle it, and he's just gonna take it because he really wants to become a knight. A Fallout episode could not end unless we saw at least one ghoul. There's 3 men that's dressed up as they step out into the western and they arrive at a graveyard trying to find this ghoul. Upon going down over there, they decide to bring a chicken with them because they know a feral ghoul cannot resist the urges to eat a piece of chicken. That's crazy. So upon waking him up, they tell him that there's a bounty out here for this man and they need to find him. So the ghoul decides to go ahead and kill the 2 cowboys and send the 3rd one back in his place into the coffin. So yeah, that's the end of episode 1. I was feeling it pretty good. I like the Easter eggs that they threw in. I also like the little call outs to certain things, being the Brotherhood of Steel, the ghouls, the vaults. I really love the history and stuff that they put inside the vaults and the different things that happen in between Vault Tech. And they're just feeding us little gems here and there. So I'm looking forward to the season. So we're going to go ahead and continue this. But if you did enjoy this episode today and you did love my summary, go ahead and just leave me a like and let me know what you think about the rest of the Fallout series. Looking forward to doing more of these. That's about it. I love y'all. Have a good day.